Well, okay, if Democrats really want more COVID money, they're going to have to keep Title 42 on the border to get it. Joining me now to discuss all this, Tennessee Senator Bill Hagerty, member of the Appropriations Committee. Senator Hagerty, thank you, sir. I mean, I think this is pretty good, strong from the GOP. We don't really need any more COVID money. I guess it's being financed out of unspent funds, but I think that's a lot of baloney. But the key point is Title 42. If they get rid of that, I don't know, a couple million illegals are going to come across the border. So what's the state of play on the floor, in your judgment?
I think right now, Chuck Schumer has figured out that we're going to push back very hard on this. We're going to do everything we can to make certain that Title 42 stays in place. I'm trying to actually strengthen it. And I think what we found is that there are Democrats who are vulnerable that realize that they're going to have to step up and side with this, too, because their voters, their electorate, are not going to understand this. You know, what Biden is trying to do is create basically an avalanche of humanity. He sent out a gold-plated invitation to come and cross our border illegally on May the 23rd. Or just last Friday, I was down at the border. I spent 3 days there with our Border Patrol. And that night, on Friday night, when I was there with the Border Patrol agents, as it was announced that the Biden administration was going to remove Title 42 on the 23rd of May, you could just feel a cloud of depression sinking over the room. The last tool that they have to fight back, to turn back this wave of illegal immigration, this wave of illicit drugs that are coming across the border and killing our kids. This national security crisis that's seen over the past 14 months that Biden has been in office, 157 different nationalities apprehended at that border. A national security crisis of a proportion that we've never seen. There's a very thin line trying to fight this, and Biden is crushing it on the 23rd of May. We've got to stop it.
You know, Chuck Schumer says it's an extraneous amendment or something, extraneous. You're going to strengthen it. Tell me how you want to strengthen it, sir.
Well, to not get too bogged down in the technical details, we've got to make it germane, which we're working on the language to do that right now. I want to actually expand it beyond the public health concerns that are mentioned, like, we're using it with COVID right now. You could use it for tuberculosis. I think the greatest public health concern right now is what's killing our youth. That's drug overdoses and deaths from drug overdoses. 100,000 American youth were killed last year due to drug overdoses. So drug smuggling is going to be what I've tried to add in my legislation as another reason to be able to expand this and make it positive, make it certain that it can't be lifted.
I mean, this raises the whole issue of a borderless country. Biden policies, that's what they wanted, borderless countries, free entry for illegal immigrants, putting out a, come to America sign. But I don't know, if you stay with this, Senator, I think you're going to have some success. I mean, sex trafficking, criminality, recidivism, illegals, as you say, drug trafficking. I mean, you're right, these moderate Democrats in New Hampshire and Arizona and even Georgia, I think they're listening pretty carefully. They might be with you on this.
I think they may be. And I tell you, if I could get Democrats to come to the border and see what I saw these last 3 days, I mean, this is a crisis of epic proportions. Again, we know about the drugs that are flowing in and killing our kids because that's happening in every town, every county. It's happening in Tennessee. It's killed thousands of youth just last year. But if they could see what's happening to these migrants that are coming across, what I saw were unattended children. I saw young women who are obviously the victim of sex crime and trafficking. This is a humanitarian crisis of a massive proportion. And I think if the American public can see it, and thank you for talking about it, Larry, if the American public can come to understand this, we will not tolerate it. The Biden administration is essentially partnering up with the CCP and with the major Mexican drug cartels. These are billion-dollar enterprises that are partnered with the CCP to essentially wage war on American youth with their drug trade. They're using these migrants as a way to deflect and bog down our border, our border officers. So again, they have free flow of this drug trade and illicit human trafficking that's going on in other parts of the border when our border guards get overwhelmed. So this is an important message, one that you understand so well, Larry, because the CCP has its fingerprint on every one of these overdose deaths that's happening in America.
Fentanyl.
Yeah.
Fentanyl. That's right.
Exactly.
Fentanyl. Absolutely. The raw material for this comes from China. Absolutely. And you were in the room at the dinner. She lied to Trump. It was the first point. Remember that? At the G20, Buenos Aires.
Very first point.
She lied. He said, yes, we'll do it. No, he hasn't. He hasn't stopped a damn thing. But this, Section 42 was the best defense we had, and they want to blow that up. So I'm glad you're tying it up. I mean, I think you might win this, sir. Anyway.
Thank you, Larry.
We'll check in. Thank you for your time. Senator Bill Hagerty, appreciate it very much.